Hi, everyone, and welcome to your 2025 Love Life reading. As you can see, we've got three card piles here. This is the Ethereal Tarot deck with some ametrine on it. This is the Let Your Light Oracle deck with a big rose quartz on it. And here is the Anime Tarot deck with a cactus quartz on it. So how this works is you pick which of these card piles, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, you pick which one is most relevant to you or which one resonates the best with you. And then throughout the reading, you see if it's kind of resonating with your energy. And if you kind of feel like it's not, I encourage you to go check out one of the other piles. So take some time and I'll meet you at whatever pile you choose. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the ametrine and the Ethereal Tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading. This is looking at your love life in 2025. So let's see what we've got here for you. This is now looking at your overall energy for love in 2025. Let's see. Okay, so for 2025, your overall energy, I mean, right off the bat, I'm getting dreams coming true. I'm getting, yeah, full on stepping into this energy of something that you have always wanted. I see you 100% like, this is like living my best life sort of vibes. You are going out with your friends, celebrating. If you're single, I think you're heading out to the clubs or to the bars or to meetings or whatever it might be with your friends, getting to meet lots of interesting people and it being in a very, very exciting time. I think possibly this year may have slightly put you through the ringer. I think maybe there was a failed relationship with somebody that may have been maybe too aggressive with you. Maybe the relationship in itself was too aggressive. And this is now the time for you to, instead of you've been retreating and like trying to recover from that, now this is the time where you're going to actually come out of your shell, step into the best version of you. Also, I see this agreeing to go out with your friends, agreeing to be social, agreeing to all of these things is what's going to lead you on your journey of self-love, because you only got into this situation which failed because there was a lack of self-love there. So there wasn't enough self-worth, and like I said, there wasn't self-love. So you've got to go find family and friends, cousins, aunts, whoever it is that you enjoy time with. Go and spend time with them. The more time you spend with these people that 100% love you, the more you will start to learn to love yourself. And when you, I'm hearing that they're saying you are going to end up your greatest love, which a lot of people find really disappointing because they're like, I want a boyfriend. But it doesn't work that way. It's incredible if you become your biggest love, because if that happens, that's when your ultimate love, that's when you meet your person. That's when you meet this ultimate love of yours. When you are already so in love with yourself and so loving of yourself, that's when the doors flood open for somebody to meet you who is just great for you in so many ways. Oh, sorry, I made a strawberry lemonade and the seeds of the strawberries got into my throat. Now let's see, talking about self-love, interestingly, let's see what sort of healing and letting go there will be for you in 2025 around the idea of love. If you align yourself with gratitude, you will witness the change. I also think this is you putting yourself in these situations that you can have gratitude for, meaning going out with your friends and your family and your loved ones, with people who truly do love you and appreciate you. Spending time with these people and going, okay, this is better. you know, people who truly have my best interest at heart. You will be so supported by so many people. So remember to have gratitude for it. Gratitude just makes everything so much better. Rhodonite, your progress will come from inner grace, not out of fear. That is 100% right. You've got to keep acknowledging how far you've come. So it's not a case of this relationship failed, I'm now stuck and I'm scared, and what if I never find love again, and da 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 da, all of those things. Your progress will come from inner grace and not out of fear. So rather look at this previous situation and go, okay, I've learned from that, learned what I needed to learn, because remember, everybody comes into our life for us to learn something. I learned what I needed to learn. I'm going to take those lessons when I start this new journey so that I can achieve my biggest dreams. Aquamarine, be calm and centered. You are in perfect alignment with your life path. This is also you learning to trust the world again and your place in it. Trust the situations, trust the energies, trust the universe, trusting that it is going to be okay. Let's look at your personal growth specifically in love. Sound check, and you're the boss. What I'm seeing here is you actually, like, I'm seeing you kind of demanding, you know, I say demanding, you making it clear how you want to be spoken to, how you want to be treated. You being cautious of, for also, like, I'm hearing about like gossiping and skinnering and all of those things, but I'm more hearing that like you telling this person, this is how I like to be spoken to. If you do this, that is how I feel better if you speak to me like this. And but it's also, so it's you putting those boundaries in place and you being the boss of how people treat you, as opposed to being a victim as you were.
Yes.
I see you being able to also, you hearing supportive messages from this group of people that are showing you your worth and showing you your self-love. So the things you're going to be hearing, as opposed to messages of being useless and worthless and things, now it's going to be how much worth you have, but it also comes from your choices. You will only put yourself in situations with people who give you that kind of love and support. And not only that, you will also be able to dictate to people how you want to be spoken to. And if they cannot align with that, then they don't have to be in your circle. We're looking at now your personal growth in love. Yes, just say yes. I'm getting this feeling of like coming out from a dark place and just saying, yes, I am going to go to the show, or yes, let's go to the art exhibit, or something, stuff you never usually would do. Or yes, I'm going to join that dance class. Just saying the yes to the things. It feels like to me you've been in isolation for such a long time, and now you're finally coming out of it. The great gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. You may even be making new friends and new connections that will support you. And it's like, I just got this vision of them all being at your wedding. So make no mistake that this group of friends is what's going to lead you to meeting your person. And this good energy is what's going to lead you to the person you're going to end up with. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And this links to the Just Say Yes card. Do those things you've always been afraid of doing. Those solo journeys, those things, or even, reaching out to people and saying, hey, I don't know a lot of people. I'd really like to be friends with you. I've even done that. You can do that with people. But I just see you just getting out of this rut and just saying, hell yeah, like this is my year. Let's see here. Right. I'm just eating something in my view. Self-love and boundaries. Then What are your important relationship lessons? Vapula makes one skilled in labor and crafts, increases the knowledge of philosophy and science. I think an important relationship lesson you will learn is that it takes work, but not just in a relationship. It takes work on yourself. It takes work on you looking at the darker parts of you and being willing to acknowledge them, to work with them, to work through certain painful stuff in order for you to truly become the best version of yourself. And then, of course, in relationships with other people, you, like we said with being the boss, you making it very clear how you want to be treated. Let's see now. Right, communication and expression. The first thing I'm hearing is know when to walk away. I'm seeing like a number of love affairs happening in 2025 for you, and these will teach you when to walk away. I'm also seeing your insecurities just falling out completely. You can choose to be whoever you want to be, but I'm seeing the more you go through this year, the more people you meet and the more circumstances you involve yourself in, I'm seeing you, like we say, like doing those things you've always wanted to do, and then that's one insecurity coming out. That's another insecurity coming out. And also not getting involved in things too fast. You may learn from this thing that sometimes a slower pace is a lot better and a lot healthier, or just learning about the pacing of something, and also learning how to have conflict with people, learning how to have an argument that is productive. You know, you can disagree with somebody, but then you want to be on the same team and get to a solution, as opposed to just arguing for the sake of arguing and raging and saying nasty things, rather taking a step back and learning how to progress through this disagreement. And some things and also to learn how to handle things that may surprise you, things that you didn't expect, things that just have come out of the woodwork that you were like, whoa, really? Learning to take that in stride and learning when it's the right time to walk away and go, you know what, it was great spending time with you, but I don't see it working. That's going to be a really important lesson, especially, and also learning how to express yourself in this way to, like I said, be more crafty and learn to pick your battles better. Let's see what challenges you might face when it comes to love this year. Okay. I truly think you're going to get a number of lovers. Finding balance. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very into you because you're going to be in the self-love energy. You may get into something a little bit codependent, a little bit toxic-y, and you've got to, again, learn about the timing of things, not to rush things, take things a little bit slower. Finding a good balance, work-life balance, friendship, relationship balance, all of those things. And also within your relationships, balance between developing your friendship and then developing your sex life, all of those things. But I am seeing a passionate year for you, my friend. I'm seeing a lot of fire and a lot of fun. It's going to be a passionate one, but these different things will, like I said, will lead you to the divine connection that you so crave. That has been your reading. So like I said, don't forget to connect with the people around you and love yourself. You're going to go on a number of really fun dates, and I'm very, very, very excited for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to see the rest of this reading where we cover long-term potential, soul contracts, timing of events, reconciliation with an ex, all of that sort of stuff, please check out the extended reading on my Patreon. Thank you so much. Hi Pile 2, this is going to be your love reading for 2025. Right, so what we're going to start out with, is your overall vibe for 2025 when it comes to love. Okay, anyone who knows anything about tarot, you probably were like, what, the tower? No! Let's have a look here. Okay, what do you guys want to tell me? Okay, so 2025 for you will definitely be a learning year when it comes to love. That does not mean give up. Keep up the hope, because you need to learn these lessons in order to get what you want in the end. So this Tower card can, and it actually, what it could mean is you totally restructuring what you know about love and about loving someone, and going, you know what? Start from scratch. I'm going to act like I've got no baggage, no drama, no nothing in my past. Let's give this a fresh new start, which I kind of think is honestly how it should be. I mean, you obviously have to learn from lessons you've learned in the past, but don't come to someone assuming they've done something wrong. You know, that's not fair on them. You can't blame someone else for things your ex did to you. So I'm definitely getting that sort of possibly, yeah, I see you just like wiping everything off the desk and going, okay, start from fresh now. I also see you coming out of your shell a lot and going, okay, cool. I'm going to start doing some different things. I'm going to be braver. I'm going to be stronger. Yeah, basically, I see you turning everything up on its head and going, everything that I was, screw that. I'm moving on now, and I'm going to actually become what it is that I want to be. I also see you working on your anger issues and going, okay, cool. These are my shadow attributes. This is what I do. Maybe you dive in too quickly before proper foundations are laid. Maybe you have super anger issues, or maybe you're just a bit pessimistic. But I see you looking at that and going, okay, cool. Let's work on this. There's nothing wrong with having a problem as long as you're addressing the problem and seeing how to fix the problem. Also looking at your stability in the world and understanding all of that. So again, there's a lot of shifts within you which can only lead to a successful love affair at some point. Let's see the healing energy that you will get during this time. Nothing valuable arises from a knee-jerk response. Be careful what you say. Words have power. So this is working on your anger thing. So maybe a thing that you do when you get into fights with a partner is maybe you say really nasty things. And then afterwards you're like, why did I say that? Who was that? Like, I didn't mean it. But, you know, someone hurts you, you just want to hurt them back. So it's now taking that time to go, I do this, let me note that and make sure that I don't do it in the future. So it's rewiring your thought patterns. It's changing your brain waves. Persevere and remember what your connection was to each other in the beginning. Again, so if you are, maybe I feel like you are already in a relationship. If you are in one or get into one, it's remembering that, yeah, what you loved about each other in the beginning, remembering why you're still doing this, not getting caught up in the he said, she said, counting stamps sort of thing. It's rather remembering why you're doing this in the first place and fighting for that. Chrysocolla, it is time to release the limitations of an old pattern. So again, possibly the anger, the insecurity, the pushing down of oneself, the pessimism. I feel like you're going to become a much brighter, happier person rather than being weighed down by all this stuff that you've been weighed down by. Let's look at some of your growth in the year 2025 when it comes to love. This card's come up for other groups as well. Sound check. So again, protecting, but with the cloak of light, it's protecting yourself from the things you hear. So maybe people say things and that leaves you feeling triggered, leaves you feeling upset, and then that's when you lash out at others or want to fight. So it's cloaking yourself in light, being like, you know what, it's fine. Say what you want, do what you want. That's your stuff. That's your responsibility. It's not mine. Not taking on all those things. So you've got to imagine a cloak of silver light all around you, and it's like your coat of armor, and you are protecting yourself from whatever people might say that would usually trigger you, push you in a negative direction. This is you going, okay, no more. I take responsibility and I choose to let that wash off me. I mean, There's this thing where, you may know this if you follow like Bruce Lee, but he says, be like a scripture in water. So when I was with the monks, they said that you either are a scripture in stone, meaning something happens, you let it stick with you forever. When you're going through healing and stuff, you try and become a scripture in sand, meaning something happens to you and the mark is there, but eventually it wades away. But what you want to be is a scripture in water, meaning someone can write something in water, but the message doesn't stay. So you want to be that anything can happen, it just gets washed away instantly. Let's look at your personal growth with this card. Yeah, okay, breaking the chain. Maybe this anger thing is a family hereditary sort of issue for you, or the communication issues, the lack of trust, all of those things. And I see that your vibration is rising. Again, it's taking accountability and going, okay, cool. There's consequences if I act this way, so I need to stop acting this way. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So you actually are on your way to your most beautiful, beautiful self. I definitely think you're possibly in a relationship. I definitely think you are in a relationship, and this is you improving yourself so that your relationship can flourish and grow. You deciding, you know what? I am going to trust you. I am going to be with you. And if I get my heart broken, okay, cool. I'll survive. We all do. We always do. So this is definitely you taking responsibility for your emotions and working on your shadow attributes, which I feel like I'm being repetitive, but the message is being repetitive. But like I said, this is an ancestral thing, and the lack of trust in all of those things, everything is passed down. Like if you can see on this card, everything is passed down through the mothers. So any issue the mother had, the grandmother had, the great-grandmother had, we pick that up in the womb and we take it on. So it's very important to, like it says here, rewriting the future. Yes, you came pre-programmed with those applications, but you don't have to use them, and you can even try your best to uninstall them. Weird analogy there, but anyway. What relationship lesson will there be for you? Perez destroys and burns all enemies when requested, speaks of the creation of the world, tells the past and the future. Okay, again, this relationship lesson is learning that things can be rebuilt when destroyed. Learning, and well, first of all, learning to take accountability for when you do destroy everything. And knowing as well that you being insecure, you being angry, you focusing on you and these negative emotions in you does affect others. So it's about taking that responsibility. Speaks of the creation of the world. So this is definitely you, like I said, creating this new world, like you're creating heaven on earth. Definitely, it's a lesson where you're going to realize, oh, I can choose who and how I want to be, as opposed to, I just am. You can create this new version of yourself. Tells of past and future. You can create a new future self. And a beautiful manifestation exercise I love to do is literally draw that character out. Or it's almost like when you play Sims. Create that character and try and embody that character as best as you can. Your communication and expression for 2025. Okay. I feel like you're going to be a lot more cautious when it comes to communicating with people, telling them things, opening your heart, all of that. I feel like you're going to be very protective of your heart and protective of your peace. You're going to acknowledge everything that you've been through, and you may be very communicative about that. You may even say to your partner, look, I grew up in a household where X happened, which is why I've got such anger. You may start to open up a little bit more here. And again, it's going to feel tough, and there may be like a lot of self-judgment and a lack of self-love because we're finally acknowledging these negative things about ourselves. But that is where growth comes in. So it is extremely important to do something like this. I kind of feel like It'll be tough, but it will be the greatest lesson ever, because you can completely turn your mind around and be completely in control of your actions, in control of your thoughts, and do things in a far more beautiful and measured way. Let's see what challenges are going to come up in love for you. All right. Honestly, I don't see that many challenges. In fact, I see a prize where all your insecurities are like, never mind. I see by the end of the year, like you've really done so much self work. And I feel like your partner has done some as well. Your partner, as well as, I want to say, like, remove the stick from up of their ass. Like they've also, they're inspired by you doing all this self work. And I think that makes the two of you be able to create a beautiful future together. The only thing you guys might suffer from is not appreciating each other, not acknowledging each other. And so there may be a good exercise where you do on purpose give each other a compliment every day, or say something you're grateful for with that person, or a grateful thing that they do. And but yeah, is there something like that? That's the only big challenge I see. But other than that, I really see you guys creating and changing your relationship into something that works, and works specifically for you. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading all about love in 2025 for you. So let's get an overall view of your 2025 love life. Okay. Whoa. My friend, we've got spice. Yeah. Oh, okay. Soap opera vibes. Here is the thing. Trust is hard. It is very, very hard to trust. It's scary. And it can require a different perspective. But it is something that we need to do, and it is a gamble. And we could get hurt. And that's okay, because getting hurt means learning a lesson. I mean, not necessarily just getting hurt, but we learn lessons, and we need to learn lessons in this lifetime. That is the whole point to us being here, to create, to feel joy, and to learn lessons. And that is certainly what's going to happen to you in 2025, but do not be scared of it. It'll only make you stronger and wiser. So you're going to come into it with a different perspective. Maybe you've never really trusted before. Maybe you've never wanted a relationship before. Maybe you're going to find a type of person that you've never sort of been with before. My friend, you will get burned, okay? But that is the beauty of being a human. You will be with somebody that I feel might betray you. It may be like situationship vibes that gets hurt. You may get cheated on or just betrayed in some sort of a way by this person. You will want to cut them off, okay? You will. This is toxic relationship vibes, proper toxic vibes. And this person is also beautiful, but awful. They, you will just be entranced by their looks. But I can tell you they are not a nice human being, don't know how to regulate their emotions, say nasty things all the time. It's not a good look. It's really not good. But you will have the strength to cut them off and to be like, you know what? No, you will walk away. You will leave the situation, and you will hold your head high and be strong. And you will choose to not engage with them. And that's going to be hard, because God, are they going to try with every fiber of their being to get you back? Do not fall for it. Do not be flattered by it. The only reason that they want to get you back is because how dare you have left them? How dare you have gotten that strength in their eyes? I mean, I'm getting narcissist vibes. There's so many of them. I just want to move this over. There are so many of them around lately. It's like a epidemic or a pandemic. But yeah, they are going to try their hardest to put you back on that chain. It's going to be very difficult for you to not engage with them, but you will be successful in this. You will be strong, and you will be grateful for this at some point because it will only make you stronger. Personal story vibes. I went through it. Like this, this looks like something I went through, and I am so grateful for it because it's only made me so much wiser and forced me to do my own self-improvement. And that's what it will do for you too. Let's look at the healing that you will go through. Access your creative mind. It is here. You will discover something new about yourself. Reinvest in yourself. What is it that you would like to learn and discover? A new idea needs attention. Consider a different perspective. A different perspective, yeah. This whole year, you're going to learn and change your perspective. Your whole perspective on everything is going to change. You're going to finish 2025 so much wiser, so much stronger, so much more experienced in life. And you're going to learn to look at things in different ways and open your mind differently. There's also going to be a ton of healing, a ton of reinvesting in yourself, glow up vibes after the hardship that you go through. This is the year of you falling in love with yourself, which is the best. Let's look at your personal growth. Okay, this year is going to teach you to decide, as in you will be taking control in this relationship. You will know that you have to get out of it, and you will make the decision. You will be the one in control. You will learn your own strength and your own power this year. But also because of the healing process, you're going to learn also where your purest joy comes from. After you get rid of this person, it's going to be how to ignite joy in your life. What are the things that really resonate with your soul, that show you what you really love to do and what truly makes you happy? Okay, we've got Anna, grandmother of Jesus. We've got the age of light. And we've got keepers of the earth. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, so this lesson's been a long time coming. It's been something that, yeah, you've been training for lifetimes. I can't say it any better than that. It's been a long time coming. It needs to happen for you to up level. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Know that. And also when you're in fights with this person, when you're having issues, don't feel like loneliness. Don't listen to the things they say of like no one would want you or anything like that. You have ancestors by your side. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. This is all part of your divine plan. So do not be scared of it. Dive in and enjoy the good times, but learn from it is the biggest thing. And I know it's hard now because like when you meet someone, you're going to be like, oh, but they're so wonderful. They can't be this thing. People change. Okay, remember, everyone puts their best foot forward. Again, don't let this deter you, and it won't. You've got to go through this. What is a relationship lesson that you will learn? Teaches grammar, logic, and rhetoric can make one appear like a soldier. So it's going to make you, yeah, like I said, it's going to make you a lot stronger and learn so much more about yourself, connect deeper with yourself, and also be logical with yourself. Be like, okay, I acknowledge that this is how I am feeling currently. What can I do about it? As opposed to just letting the emotion override you. You're going to become a lot more logical, a lot more strategic, a lot more stricter with yourself, which is a very beautiful thing. Let's see what you learn about communication and expression. You will learn how to fight. Okay, you will learn to start trusting yourself as well. There's going to be red flags, and this person's going to, and you're going to be like, I'm not so sure about this. I'm not so sure about that. Trust those instincts, okay? That is definitely a warning sign. You will learn when the love has run out. You will learn, and you will see these red flags. And this is when your most beautiful relationship comes in, after you learn all the lessons you need to learn. It's like a quick crash course of this is what we don't want. And then you get what it is that you do want. You really will. Sorry, guys, I knocked my camera there. You will learn definitely to trust your instincts a lot better and to believe in yourself. It's actually more the communication with yourself, listening to you. This whole thing is going to open up a different part of your brain that lets you start listening to you and acknowledging your emotions and seeing the truth of things, not being so blinded, and also not feeling bad about leaving someone, and not feeling bad about, well, I've been with them now for so long, it has to work out. No, it doesn't always have to work out. Just sometimes we have to have been with these certain people to have learned certain things. You also will learn about there's different ways of doing things. There isn't just one specific type of way, and different ways of feeling love and feeling safety in your life. Let's see what challenges will be coming up. Okay. So things you may go through with this person, yeah, it's going to be so passionate, but oh my gosh, so toxic. It will take a hit on your self-confidence, and you will feel the lack of self-love. Because you've let yourself, and also in the healing process afterwards, you're going to be upset that you let yourself be in the situation. Don't. It was meant for you. It was meant to happen. You will definitely feel unappreciated by this person, like they don't see you, they don't acknowledge you after you've been together for a while. It was all part of the learning process. You will become so damn strong and so passionate and so protective of your peace and wanting to make your life just so much better and so much more aligned with who you were before. This is going to up-level you to become so strong, so stable within yourself, and people are going to find that so sexy. View this as an up-level, all right? View this as an up-level in your life. If you want a deeper reading on this, we're going to go into the extended.